Move on to another topic here quickly, but I wanted to get in at least a couple of tweets that have come in. T.C. Slape is listening to the insiders take Republicans, Democrats, everybody to task, and he says, look, U.S. congressmen and women, the president and the Supreme Court need to set this immigration thing up now. They need to upright it now. Pat?
Yeah, well, they could. They could if they wanted to lead. We have a political system that doesn't, and we've talked about this, it doesn't represent the people. There was a Rasmussen poll today. It's the highest number ever believed the elections are rigged, the elections aren't fair. And half the people for the first time really want to just pick people up in the phone book. We have a dysfunctional government, a people who are not represented. I have talked about this. We talked about the program I've been working on. I am telling you, this is because they will not lead. This is not that hard to solve. Am I wrong, Doug?
You are absolutely right.
Well, when are they going to do it? Because if we look up and have 90,000 more children by October, or a total of that's
a prediction. We will have 90,000. We won't solve it. The election will in large part be about immigration. We've put politics ahead of people, and it's a tragedy.
Wow. And you're right. I mean, if you look at the date that this data came in, 90,000 by October. Well, that seems odd that they'd pick that number. Well, it's been about a year then since they started the influx.
But it fits into all the other things that each week with you, we've been talking the VA thing, right? And it goes on and on.
And the
IRS.
Benghazi, all of it.
And it has to lead eventually, maybe 2016, the thing that brought the three of us together, which is, will there be someone who comes along and says, the hell with this? I'm going to run against all of it. I'm running against...
Be different.
Be different.
All right, let's
and be
segue
honest.
Into this next thing. Some friendly words of advice at the National Governors Association's annual meeting in Tennessee, which is a major event for anybody seeking the presidency. So perfect right off the heels of what John is talking about. Most governors were reluctant, we're told, to talk about their colleagues' political ambitions. But some offered a few tips to potential 2016 contenders. Here you go. And by the way, yes, Vice President Joe Biden was there. That was a mixed political crowd. Politico.com article writes about this, and they took note on several of the things that these governors gave in terms of their advice. Can we pop those up on the screen? Don't fear Hillary Clinton. These are some of the words governors...
There's something missing, Harris.
What is that?
Here's what's missing. No positive agenda for change.
For the country.
All right, so this is for the GOP. These
I'm sorry to
tips.
interrupt.
Welcome a competitive primary. Hang out with the governors.
That just destroys the whole thing.
That's why diverse experiences. Didn't really drill down much on that. I'd be curious to know what that is. Try not to talk about 2016 because they don't want, I guess, people to get tired of this.
That's all they're talking about is 2016. Every one of these governors is angling, how can I be the nominee in 2 years? That's what their calculation is.
But here is the poll that we want you to see, particularly John LeBoutelier, and this is a Quinnipiac poll, and it shows several potential 2016 contenders showed up at the annual summer meeting of national governors, but here are some names that popped. John, your thoughts?
Well, the reason I want to talk to Doug and Pat and you, Harris, about it is look at Hillary on the right. In every matchup, she's under 50% after unbelievable publicity, free publicity for the book and all.
Does that mean it's wide open?
Yeah, it means not wide open, but it means she can be beaten under the right circumstances.
Yeah, except for the Republicans are all losing still,
right.
Even as she goes down, because they don't stand for anything. It's the gap here for somebody to step in.
Taking everybody to task. The Fox News insiders, stay close.